I decided to put in a HEI ignition on the Buick here, 66 Buick Skylark. I still don't know if this engine is a 300, a 340, or a 350. But at any rate, I thought about buying the small cap version because then you don't have the clearance problems and you know that it will work. We had a problem with the firewall on the Chevy station wagon. I wish I would have bought the small cap one, but since I did not buy the small cap one, what we found out is there's a little clearance on a bolt over here on the intake manifold. That's why we're doing a video. So after retorquing it with a smaller headed bolt, I also cut half the bolt away, as you can see there. Well, part of the distributor is still rubbing on it. It gave me just enough. We haven't tried it with final timing warmed up, but yeah, a bunch of the intake manifold went away, the bolt went away. The only place it actually worked even at that, because you still have to stay away from the hold down clamps because they won't clear. So the distributor is pointing forward, which means I'm going to have a 90 degree to use the vacuum advance. I'm going to have a little tube 90. It's wonky because otherwise we go into the fan. It couldn't clock the next 90 degrees over because it would have been in trouble with the radiator hose. I could get a different radiator hose fitting probably. I just didn't want to fight with it. It was a fight, but we keep the fight to the minimum next time. And it wasn't the extra $80 for the small cap. That was not the thing. The big thing was I wanted the part that I could go downtown and buy at any time. You know, I can always buy an HEI cap, coil, whatever. It was a fantasy in my mind. The other thing, now this one was a generic. I don't know if an actual Buick, I can't imagine them changing the manifold so much that that's not a problem. The only thing I can imagine is there may be some of these that are made taller. Because if this was made taller, it would get away from the clearance problem with the power steering bracket. It would get away with from the clearance of the manifold. This is the same height as the original distributor that was in here. So I don't know if the actual Buick factory ones were made taller or if they had some other fix for it. But at any rate, with an older Buick, I would say definitely go with the small cap. Save yourself the problem. Even though it's not, just buy a spare cap and stuff so you got it in advance. Since you're not going to go downtown at most places and buy that small cap quickly. Anyway, yes, that's it.